Hey everyone, I'm Joe. Welcome back to Blakesley Acres. So today we're gonna talk a little bit about babies on the farm. We got these guys. As far as I know, I don't have papers on them. As far as I know, they are purebred Flemish Giant. I'm not partial to purebred animals. I do believe in crossbred vigor. Almost all my animals are crossbred one way or another. Got a couple purebred cows, but all their calves are going to be crossbred. Just like our pigs and everything. But it is officially spring. We're having tons of baby animals, so I just wanted to make a short video of kind of doing some chores and giving updates on stuff. We had just that one litter. Just bedded them down. It's rainy. It's gonna be raining for like the next week. Got our piglets. They're getting real big. They're doing really good. Having a hard time focusing. There we go. We do still have to castrate the 2 piglets we bought. We've been slacking on that. Been busy. Got a lot of stuff coming up that's exciting. It's good for us as family and homestead. I haven't sold any of these piglets yet because I am trying to get deposits on pork customers. I do not plan on keeping any of these gilts. My 2 sows are young enough right now that I don't plan on replacing them. I don't plan on expanding unless my bigger sow pig that lost her litter loses another litter or something happens. I'll probably replace her. But the other one, she's good so far. So as long as they breed back and everything's good, I plan on keeping them a couple of years that way. I'm not sure, depending on how everything goes with selling pigs twice a year like I'd like, or trying to split them up a little bit more. It'll depend on how many sows I add on. But if I add any more sows on, I'd like to go with different breeds. I have been looking into Herefords, kind of interested in it. I've never raised those ones. Either Durocs or Berkshire, or some crosses of those. But as of right now, I'm not looking to expand until I see how all the sales and stuff this year go. So far, I've got almost all these guys sold, I do believe. I try to keep 2 in a batch extra, just because you never know, stuff can happen. One of them gets sick, whatever, and I'd take deposits early so I could put that towards their feed, so I'm not pulling it all 100% out of my own bank account to feed these guys through. I try to get enough to get most of their feed, and then they take the rest after the processing's done. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I wanted to show you these baby rabbits. The rest of the rabbits are doing good. I might be processing a couple of my extra bucks this weekend, and then the kids are itching to breed a couple more does now that they have some new babies. The chickens, they're doing pretty good. I'm not getting many eggs. I'm getting like 2 to 5 eggs a day. I'm thinking about adding more grown hens to my flock, just because we have more and more customers every day asking us for eggs, and I'd like to be able to expand that business just a little bit more for the farm. We do have a couple people interested in rabbit meat, so breeding a couple more does at a time. I think I'm going to do 2 at a time. I'll do 2 here maybe this weekend if we get these other extra males processed, and then I'll wait a month or so, breed another 2, and we'll see how the market goes for that. We like eating them ourselves, and I know the raw dog food market is getting bigger, so we might look into that too with some of our future plans that we have for our farm coming up. But we got some colder, rainy temps for the next week, so it's kind of putting a damper on my pasture growth. Right now, this is what it looks. It's not super tall. It's greening up really nice. You can see next to these 5-gallon buckets how tall some of this grass is. But this is a better of the pasture. This is where I ran the chicken tractors last year, so this has got a lot more fertilizer on it than most of the pastures that I have right now. So it's kind of bad spot to go off of. I'm going to run these piglets through this grass, I think, and start training them to electric wire. I wanted to get them in a hard fence, but it's kind of tore up and muddy with all the rain we're getting. I need to get them out of that small pen. They're getting too big for it. So I have one more length of electric netting, and I might get some more step-in posts and just run a strand of poly wire on the inside. I've seen a few people doing that to train them to electric fence. I've got 2 areas out here that never been touched by animals. Well, yeah, they've never been really pastured in by the animals yet. I've been clearing them out. So my goal is to extend on this area. Right now I got pig paddocks all the way down past that single pine tree down there. It's just 2 that I rotated through last year. You've seen that back field before. Some of the seeding didn't really take that good back there, so I'm hoping to get some more. I'd like to do that this weekend while it's raining, get out there and reseed it down while it's get some good soil contact and some moisture. My other pastures, they're coming back decent. They're just not where I want them to be to start grazing the cows. Hoping 2, maybe 3 more weeks. I got another surprise down at the barn. If you haven't seen shorts from yesterday or day before, I can't remember when I posted it, of something else that I have. Yeah, I got another surprise down at the barn, and we'll give you an update on the cows and the goats and our bottle lambs coming up in this video too. Stay tuned. Day 1 of electric fence training for the piglets. I was going to do the single strand inside the netting. I'm going to try the netting for now, just because I have a really powerful fence charge. You guys can hear that thing snapping. There's a little piece that's touching the ground where it's broke. I kept it low for that reason. One of the piglets have already touched it and he's a little weary. Hopefully it holds them. We'll see, but they need to get out of that little pen, get too big for it. So yeah, see how things go. They're too cramped in there, so it's time to get them out and get them training, and then start working on some other fence next couple weeks. Bigger pasture to actually put them out in. We got 2 that we need to castrate still of the ones we bought. So yeah, hopefully we can it'll make them a little bit happier. Not exactly where I wanted. Ooh, must be shocking the ground there. Not exactly where I want them to be, but it's better than nothing. It's a good start. I can feed them inside their shelter, lock them back in if I need to. So yeah. Started with that one. as everyone can see, had a new bull calf. He's the first of the season. Mom Lady here, we've had her for well over a year now. She was supposed to be bred when we got her, but she wasn't. I contemplated selling her, but we really need the milk. He is half Jersey, half beef mix. So he'll be steered and butchered when he gets old enough. I think we decided on naming him Sparky because he had quite the adventure when he was born yesterday. She had him out here in front of the hay feeder, and somehow he made his way down and got stuck in the electric netting down there and was getting shocked. Well, I wasn't home, of course. I was quite a ways away from home, and father-in-law called me and said that someone called it in to 911, so I ended up calling the neighbor farm, and the mail lady actually pulled him out. So we're grateful for decent people that are willing to help animals and stuff, especially when we're not home. It made the difference. He could have been there for 4 more hours. But he's up. He's doing good. He's still wobbly on his feet, but I think I want to say he's a couple weeks early. Lady here was having contractions and stuff real heavy over the weekend, so I called the vet, and she came out and checked her, and we gave her some Banamine for the pain and stuff, and she calmed down, and she ended up having him. So, but he's trying to get his feet underneath him. I think tomorrow morning I tore my milker out, and I tried hand milking this morning, but she's got some really short teeth. She's not like Mabel, has like the perfect hand milking teeth. So I dug my milker out. I'm going to clean that up tonight, and then tomorrow morning I am going to do a full milk out on her. I milked her a little bit this morning by hand and got some colostrum to freeze. So yeah, that's the other new baby. The goats are all doing good. Act like they starve to death. They're shedding out. They need to get another round of wormer. Normally I do the herbal wormer with just peanut butter and a little bit of water, and I roll it into balls. And most of these guys take it really well. That wasn't very nice, Gert.
That was not very nice.
Hopefully we're going to get these guys out of here. We just brought them up here for the shelter. But I'm going to clean the stall and the barn out and rebed it and lock the door so the other cows can't come in. And I'm going to move Lady and Sparky over here inside the barn. In the stall there's a head catch that I originally built for Lady, so I can get her in there and milk her and keep him a little bit drier and safer, so he's not, for some reason he likes getting in trouble. I don't know if it's because he's half Jersey or what. I think he's a little messed up, but hopefully everything's good. In a few days we'll reevaluate him and see how he's doing, but I want to start milking Lady so we can get her on a normal schedule. She actually did. I was very impressed with all the goats being all over us and everything this morning. She did really well with her first milking since I've had her. She picked her feet up a little bit, but nothing out of the ordinary. I expected a lot worse. How you doing, Blanca? She hasn't cleaned out yet, so I'm going to try giving her some stuff for that. See if I can't get her to clean. That's what's hanging out of her. For anybody that doesn't know, it's the afterbirths. So I'm going to try to give her some stuff for that tonight or tomorrow morning. I might have to go pick up some more antibiotics. Sometimes you give them antibiotics for that just in case it starts rotting. You don't want her to go septic. So I'll probably get her on that tomorrow as a safety measure. The bottle lambs are officially 8 weeks. So starting today, I dropped them down to 1 bottle a day instead of twice a day feeding. They're eating a little bit of grain and hay and drinking water just fine. Hey, Mary. So yeah, we're starting the weaning process for the lambs. The rest of the cows are doing good. As you can see over there, they're eating on a bale that I put out today. They're happy, so everybody's doing good. Hopefully more baby rabbits in the long term, and some more work on some other stuff. You'll probably be seeing this video after my chicken brooder video, so we got, you know, a bunch of projects coming like that, and some other big things happening on the farm. So yeah, if you guys could like, subscribe, comment, share. We appreciate everybody that's been following along this far, and hope to see you on the next one.